Hello all viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Essence of Delight. This channel is created with lot of enthusiasm for the lovers of English language and literature. I hope you enjoy. Give likes as many times as you wish and don't forget to press the subscribe button below. And also please click the bell icon beside that so that you can get notification whenever a new video is uploaded. Please share the video to everyone, as many people as you can, and be supportive. Thank you. So let's get started with our model today, and here it is. So let's start our module today. Today we are reading the same poem, Mild the Mist Upon the Hill, that we have already seen in the introductory video. Today we will read the text, and along with that we'll try to understand what are the things that are conveyed in the poem. We will take a journey with the poet through the feelings of her heart. In the four stanzas of the poem, as we have discussed in the introductory section, that the first, the third and the fourth stanza depicts the present situation, the present scene that the poet witnessed. And the second stanza, along with the poetess, takes us back to her childhood days. Now, let us try to understand the poem stanza by stanza, and of course, line by line. Mild the mist upon the hill, telling not of storm tomorrow. The mist, that is, the poet is watching. She has a certain feeling that it is not foretelling of any rain or storm to come. Then a firm no. The day has wept its fill, spent its store of silent sorrow. The day has wept. This weeping is precisely, we can take that there had been a heavy shower throughout the day, or mild rains, whatever it is. About the imagery that we spoke of in our introductory video, weeping comes one of it. It actually indicates rain. Now, these last two lines of the first stanza, the day has wept its fill, spent its store of silent sorrow. See, in the last line, S, the sound S in every word, in the beginning of the words, comes almost 4 times. The spent, store, silent, sorrow. This is what we know as alliteration. This is a figure of speech. Now don't confuse it with parts of speech. Yes, from our early classes we have been familiar with the term parts of speech in language, but this figure of speech actually is some art that the poet or the poetess incorporate in their composition. One of that is alliteration, that is repeating the same sound, but not just arbitrarily, in a rhythm, in a harmony, as it is expressed here. The day has wept its fill, spent its sorrow of store of silent sorrow, excuse me. What does the poetess want to say? The rain is over and the mist is covering the hills. And whether any rain is impending or not, that is not known. But this weeping and comparing it to the rain makes a sense of melancholy, something of sadness, you would say. Let's move on. Oh, I am gone back to the days of youth. I am a child once more. See, it is not that memory is coming to her. She feels as if she has gone back there and she is present there. Not in the stage which she is in present, but in the same stage, that stage of childhood in which she experienced that time. And beneath my father's sheltering roof and near the old hall door, she finds herself standing here and there beneath my father's sheltering roof once, and then near the old hall door. You know, memories sometimes, like dreams, comes in fragment, not in a series of continuity, or you say like a frame coming one after another, but sometimes disjoint and discrete frames passes through our memory. Now, in this stanza, the going back to the past happens in a form that momentarily she is eluded by a memory of her childhood days, but it does not last for long. Suddenly, in the third stanza, I watch this cloudy evening fall. She oscillates back to her present after a day of rain. Now she clearly says the thing that she had said other ways in the first stanza. I watch this cloudy evening fall after a day of rain. Blue mists. Well, mists probably not found in colors, multiple colors like that. But why is the color blue mentioned here? It's probably the entire ambience that was created of low light, of the hills, of different vegetation and natural habitats near about, and the sky above might have produced a hue of blue, or otherwise you can also say that blue in the world of imagery is often associated with dreams and memories. Something very dreamy, something not so clear, not so real, but still it is there. So the experience is like real, though not real, quasi-real, like that. So blue mists, sweet mists of summer, horizon's mountain chain, and a series, a prolonged cover of mist, almost running from this end to that which is visible. And it was a wet day, not so warm and bright, and probably that wet day the term wait, the word wait, again associates with a sense of melancholy. You see, the image of weeping has already been there in the poem. And then she moves on to the last stanza. The dam stands in the long green grass, as thick as morning's tears. Again, tear, weeping comes back repeatedly. The dam stands in the long green grass as thick as morning's tears. Here, morning's tears actually, as we have, all of us have an idea that it may be indicating to the dews found on the grasses in the morning, the early hour before the sun rises. But the water bubbles and the water drops still remaining on the grasses appears to the poetess that as if like rolling tears remains and moves slowly through our cheeks. In the same fashion it is hung with the grasses and slowly it is running down. And dreamy scents of fragrance pass that breathe of other years. And you know, the word dreamy has already come in our discussion. The poet is very deliberately, she says the dreamy scents. In the last part of this journey, besides the sight, besides the visible things, she also hints to olfactory, that is smelling property. A scent of fragrance pass. But we know when the ground gets wet after rain, it has its own smell, own scent. And vegetation all around, as it is a hill area, maybe some other things, and everything when it is wet, the smell and the scent changes. And that fragrance somehow, she says, that breathe of other years. Other years? Those years, she as well as all of us, we have left back. The only thing we have with us is the now and here. We cannot go back there. But that doesn't mean that we cannot look back. Yes, here the poetess does one thing, that a journey is not physical but it is emotional. This emotional journey, that which we have talked earlier in our introductory video, that nostalgia, it gives a good feeling, at the same time it gives a sense of loss. What is loss? Oh, if I could be there, I could be again a child, pampered by the warmth of my parents, play around in the arena of our old house. So, in one way or the other, you can say that growing is good when it is a mental process. But as we grow up with our age and we are surrounded by all the critical aspects of our lives, somewhere, at some place, we all feel to take shelter and run away to that cozy past of ours. So, the poem of 4 stanzas, each containing 4 lines, from the beginning till the end, encompass this journey. This journey of getting nostalgic, remembering childhood days, Though the present is beautiful, she is not saying that the present is not happy or the present is not acceptable. Excuse me, the present is not acceptable is not the point. The present is as it is, but the past lures has to be sweeter than this. Now, 2 or 3 things I would like to ask the students to take care of. As we follow the last words of every line, not of every sentence, every line, we see how the rhyming aspect comes in the poem. Like in the first stanza, line 1 and line 3 rhymes with each other with the last word hill and fill. And same is there with the line, second line and the fourth line, that is morrow and sorrow. So take a pencil, mark the sounds like hill as A, morrow as B. Then if you find the same sound once again, mark it as A. Use small letters. So A, B, A, B. It is the rhyming scheme of the first stanza. The variation, rhyming variations, I would say. In the same way you continue. Be careful that if any sound or rhyming word is repeated that may have connection with a long back previous one, don't miss it. Don't just number it with a new alphabet. And surely not to miss one special thing here. See, there is a comparison between the tears and probably the drop of water that we may call simile. It is also a figure of speech. A comparison is there, and there will be a point of similarity. Here the point of similarity is thickness. Thick with emotion, thick with passion, and look how the thick is placed between 2 as. This is instrumental for expressing similes. So this was our reading of the text and analyzing it. Now I would ask the students to read the text of your own. Nothing can replace that. And after a thorough reading and after a good analysis of this poem, certainly I would ask you to go through the questions. I'm sure that you will find answers quite easily. Please write and comment in the comment box, and also suggest that if you need any further discussion on this topic. But please be careful, be decent in your comments. And that's all. If you have liked this video, don't forget to like it, and of course subscribe it so that you can be updated with the new videos as it comes on. Thanks for watching. Be safe and be healthy.